So now we're gonna move on to the next segment. Now this is really one of the most important questions a lot of people ask, as a seller, how do we get the, net the highest value that we can do for you? I'm gonna bring on my team member, Tracy at Biebelberg, and also I'm gonna have Shannon join me as well. And then I'm gonna share my screen. Sorry, 1 second, I need to do one thing. Okay, here we go. Sorry about that, guys. All right, so this is tell you a little bit who we are. This is our team, the Westfall-Kwong Real Estate Group. When you work with us, we always are there for you every single step of the way. Our guiding principle is concierge service. So we can make sure that we help you from the beginning, before you list your home, all the way to your closing tables and beyond. So because we want to make sure your process is stress-free. So today we're going to talk about how to net the highest value for you. And we're going to talk about some of the steps. So Tracy, what are some of the things that you tell your client when you go meet them at the house?
Thanks, Simon. Sure. One of the first things is when you're going to sell your house, you need to start thinking about how your house will appear to the potential buyers. And we're there to help you with that process. One of the first things that we will suggest is that you declutter the house. We all live in our house and we fill our house with pictures of our families and mementos and things that are very important to us. But when we go to sell the house, we want to depersonalize it as much as possible. So when we go in, we will work with you and we will talk about which pieces you want to sell, which pieces you might think about donating to charity, and which pieces you're going to keep. And in that way, we get your house ready and have it depersonalized and make it look appealing to the potential buyers.
Yeah, today buyers, they definitely want to, see how they can live in their homes and not how you live, how you live in the house. So less is more. Sharon, do you have anything to add to on this, on the decluttering part?
Yeah, I would say that a lot of times people think that as realtors, we come in and tell them to do ABC, and they sort of ask themselves, well, I don't like that, or that chair doesn't make sense there, or how can you live with that many pillows? You need to take reality out of it and understand that this is sort of like designing a stage for a sitcom. Everything needs to be geared to look good for the internet and on pictures, because by the time a person comes to your house, I always say that's actually the second showing. They've already spent so much time analyzing pictures and floor plans and video that they've already decided whether or not they've fallen in love with your house. So even if it doesn't make sense from a warmth, how do I want to live point of view, trust the team. They know what they're doing with staging the house and getting it ready to sell.
Excellent. So, and then the next thing we're going to tell them is, to keep it light and airy. Do you agree with that, Tracy?
Definitely. Keeping it light and airy really speaks to what Shannon was saying about the first impression that people have of your home is when they view the picture. And there's such a difference of viewing it in a neutral way with colors that make it seem light, airy, and open, and space. Keeping it neutral really just is usually putting on a fresh coat of paint.
Yeah, definitely. You want to keep it as neutral as possible to appeal to the audience, because today buyers are all visual buyers. And then the next thing, once we have your house painted, or if you choose to, because definitely it's at your preference, and we can definitely sell your house as is, or definitely, if you decide that you're willing to do some refreshing and get it ready to sell, we have the professional that can help you. And Tracy, you want to touch on the staging part when that comes in?
Sure. Once you've decluttered your house and we've gone through and you've decided that you're going to paint, maybe you decide to paint only a few rooms, maybe you decide to paint the entire house, we will then come in with a stager, interior designer, and we can walk through your house and we can get it ready for pictures. Sometimes it's just a matter of putting on new quilts and lots of pillows just to make it look nice. Sometimes we're taking certain pieces of furniture out, but our vision is always geared towards how will the pictures look, so the first impression that the buyers have is a great impression.
Yeah, and Shannon, this go back to what you say about having the stage, right? Because, based on study, that homes are selling 87% faster than a home that's not staged. Do you agree with that?
Absolutely. And, I think these pictures speak 1,000 words. It's almost laughable when you look at the difference before and after and think about what you would think if you were a buyer out there in the community. And, Simon, there are a lot of things I think you do really well, but one of the things I think that's really a unique ability for you is this ability. And I think it's a huge advantage that you bring to the table for sellers. And I know it's not just you, but your vision has radiated now through the entire team. I don't think there's anybody out there doing a better job than you guys at getting homes staged and ready to sell at top dollar.
Oh, thank you so much. That helps with that. Before during 15 years of real estate, I was in fashion and interior design. So I can definitely see past what a house could look like. And also, we work 24/7 with 365 days a year to work with buyers, so we know how to help you sell a house and get you maximum and highest net value as possible. So we going to show you some example of how you can do that. And Tracy, you want to kind of go through this particular home?
Sure. So this is a home where, as you can see, just really putting on a fresh coat of paint in a neutral color has completely changed the look of the home. If you see the before picture and the after picture, you almost wouldn't recognize it as the same place. And the after picture is showing all the best features of the home, so much better than the before picture. You can see the windows are brighter. The kitchen looks brighter, it looks open, it looks airy, and it is what today's buyer is looking for.
Yeah, and then you can choose different level of how comfortable you are to do the work. You don't have to do all of it. You can just maybe possibly just do the painting the wall, right? That definitely is at your comfort level. And in this next one is to show you, this is definitely more like the stay home sale. And then, we quickly went in there to refresh the kitchen and bring in the stainless steel appliances. Again, today buyers, a visual buyer, you have one chance to impress them. Then, Tracy, you want to touch on this, dining room? We really didn't do too much in this dining room.
No, there really wasn't much done here before. I mean, the before picture was, those walls were very popular back in the late 90s up to like 2005. All we really did here was have the walls painted and change out the chandelier to a more current look. These were not things that we did that cost a tremendous amount of money. Just putting a fresh coat of paint on and a nice chandelier changed the entire look of the place. We brought in some staging items as well.
Yeah, and we have the professional that can help you. The goal is to, like really keep your expand minimum as possible, but get you the highest net value as well.
Correct. You're not going through this by yourself. We will always provide the professionals to help you get this done.
Absolutely. And then this is to show you, from another great room that they have carpeted, and then we, now you see the wood floor and the room is painted. Again, fresh coat of paint and just with staging item really makes a difference about how to show a house. And then there's a whole process, right? When you go through homes, and then this is the process. And that's where we come in to making sure we're there right from the beginning with you. And also recommend you, like, if there's services that can help you to declutter the house, and then service can help you to just get the house ready to go. And then we can provide you professional contractor to help you to get the house refreshed, paint, or put in a light fixture. And then we can get you either the stager or use our service to get you a staged home. So that's really what we're about. We really truly believe a white glove service and give you concierge service. That's from the beginning to all the way to the closing tables and beyond.
Correct. And I think it's important to mention, though, we want to do what's right for you. And if what's right for you is selling the home as is, we can work with that also. What we're going through now is really just showing you how to get top dollar, as Shannon said before.
Yeah, and then this is a home, Shannon, that you actually know this home really well. And beforehand, that we couldn't get the traffic in, and then we say, let's take the house off the market during the pandemic, and then we quickly refresh it. Can you see the big difference, Shannon?
Yeah, that was a great success story.
Yeah, and then we got this seller multiple offers and a lot more than what they would have gotten.
The weekend after we painted the kitchen, it was done.
Yeah, literally it was just right after the next weekend. Yeah, it's pretty amazing. So fresh coat of paint definitely do a big job, but also again, it's your comfort level. And if you decide to sell your home as is, we can definitely do that and price your house accordingly. Tracy, you want to touch on this of what we quickly done on some of the rooms?
Yeah, this home also was a great success story. If you can see the before pictures, they had some beautiful items, but not what the current buyer is looking for. We did a very quick refresh of paint and bathrooms, nothing crazy. And by doing that, we were able to attract multiple offers and get a really great price for these sellers.
And then this last one is to show you that this home was actually in a magazine. Back in 2008, this is very popular, all the designer level and designer features and all the wave about during that time and colors and everything. But today, style changes every about 8 to 10 years. So if you want to sell your home at the top dollars, highest net value, you want to just do some, again, this is mostly about paint. So paint does an amazing job that could really make a difference. So once all that is done, Tracy, you want to touch base on what we do next?
Sure. Once your home is prepped and the stagers come in and we're ready to go, the next thing we do is we bring in our professional photographers, which is super important and goes back to exactly what Shannon was saying before, and Simon, that today's buyer is a visual buyer and they've already looked at your home 3, 4, 5 times, studying the pictures online before they even make the decision to come out and see it. So your pictures have to be on point, and we make sure they are by hiring professional photographers to take them.
And Shannon, don't you agree that almost 95% or probably 98% of buyers go online first to look at houses, and we really only one chance to impress them?
Absolutely. They're sitting in their kitchen looking to screen out things they don't want to see. And if your pictures don't look good, they have screened you out. You have lost more buyers in that instance than anything about reality.
Yeah, today, everyone has very short attention span. If in the first 3 to 5 seconds, if you don't impress them, it's really, they can move on to the next.
You want to be favorited in that moment that they look at your house.
Yeah, you want to create that wow factor, right? So once we all that done, let's say you do have a house that's vacant, empty. What we can do is to come in and virtually stage this house. Again, we are really great professional that can making sure the home looks amazing, and you can really tell those are furniture is not even there. So we really use a very nice professional service that does that. And then Tracy, you want to touch base on like some of the home, how we feature the exterior?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, sometimes it makes perfect sense to do an aerial shot of the home if we think that it's going to, there's a big piece of land. We think it's going to show up really well and be very impressive and create excitement. We will also go and do an aerial shot for you.
And then also sometimes what we do is that we do a dust shot to make sure your feature of your home. So maybe you have a pool, or maybe that actually the lighting of your house looks amazing, fantastic. That will give a wow factor to their buyers as well. And then also, you know, once we have certain things done, and Tracy, you want to touch on about the video?
Yeah, so the video is a really great tool that we have. It gets done at the same time as the professional pictures get done. And they bring a professional videographer and he goes through and it tells a beautiful story of your home set to music and just invites you in. And we found it to be a great tool in getting people excited about coming to see the home.
We're going to just show you a couple quick seconds of it so you can see it. So that gives you an idea. Also, what we do is that during the pandemic right now, that is really popular, we do a 3D virtual tour. So we actually come in and scan the whole house with a camera and walk through the whole house. So actually buyer can online see your house, every single pretty much, you know, the layout of the house before they come in. So those buyers that come into your house right now, those are all serious buyers, ready and willing to go and give you the best offer as possible. So then we, once all this is done, we really prize out on what we do, how we do the marketing, is that, you know, we put all your pictures together, your video, your floor plan, and your virtual tour, and then you create your own, we have your own website. So everything's about feature you. And Shannon, we do a really great job on this. Do you think so?
Absolutely. And you know what really strikes me about the whole thing is that I often find people want to call the realtor too late in the process. Everything that you guys have thought through here that we do for everybody really needs to start from the very beginning, because we can see it from beginning to end. And this shot really shows a stunning end version that took some time to get to.
Absolutely. And then, you know, one of the most important thing, you know, even today's market that we all say, you know, house is moving really quickly and there's a limited active listing that's out there. But we also want to make sure we set the reality and be realistic on the number, which Shannon, you touched on that a little bit earlier about how seller could be today. So I really truly believe that you want to make sure that you price your house correctly, and then you don't want the market, you don't want to chase the market, you want the market chase after you. And then we can come in and provide you that with the, you know, recent sale, what's going on with similar homes, and what make the most sense to get the best and highest value as possible. Shannon, what do you think about that?
I think it's so true. You can chase the market or the market can chase you. When the market chases you, that's when you're getting multiple offers going way over asking. And you hear of stories like the one John Lampkin told earlier, where somebody was paying a ridiculous amount because they were desperate. When you sit on the market at the moment, even 1 minute too long, you've told the market that you're the only house sitting, and they're automatically going to start discounting the price from there out. So you have one chance to make the right first impression.
Absolutely. So, you know, if you are looking to get the highest net value, please get in touch with us. And thank you so much for Shannon and Tracy, your time. Do you guys have anything else to add?
I would just say, if any of you have any questions, just like Simon said, please get in touch with us. We're happy to chat, to talk to you about getting your house on the market, and to even, as Shannon said, talk to you about, you know, what your plan looks like and if it makes sense for you right now to do that.
Yeah, we like to help you guys early. Just don't feel that you shouldn't call us till we're ready. We're here to really be a friend and confidant and support and professional guide for you through the whole process.
Yeah, because we want to actually help you, guide you through that timing, and also, like, you know, we'll create the timepieces for you as well. to making sure that your process is stress-free as possible. So if you'd like to reach out to us, my number is 973-489-8885, 973-489-8885. And my email is simon@swkrealestate.com, simon@swkrealestate.com. And Tracy, you want to give out your info as well?
Sure. I can be reached at 908-510-9593. That's 908-510-9593. That's my cell phone. I get back to you within the same day. Or you can reach out to me via email, tracy@swkrealestate.com.
Excellent. Well, thank you for both your time. This was amazing. I hope seller out there who's listening, this was informative for them, and they can definitely get in touch with us.